Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is another one of the videos that I've had just sat waiting to be edited on my phone for ages. So here we go. I am prepping my client's cuticles using Navy Pro Tools. This one in particular is Doris. This one's really good for just lifting up that cuticle, the eponychium, getting right under it and also scraping any of that dead skin off the nail plate. You can get 10% off the Navy products using my discount code cabin10. And as you can see, I'm really thorough with my prep. It does look like I'm really pushing, but it's not painful to my client. It's not damaging the nail or the cuticle or anything like that. I'm literally just pushing it back and removing that skin that's on the nail plate. Then come in with Ethel and just scrape any of that excess skin off and get right under and into that cuticle area. And I then come in with my Helen nippers to nip off any of that dead skin. Then using a blunt 150 grit file, I just buff over my client's natural nail. Then remove all the dust, wipe over with isopropyl alcohol, and then I'm applying my CJP crystal tips So I sized them up first. I cut that bit out because I don't like the videos to run too long for you. And then using a small amount of CJP gripper glue at the very edge of the tip and just sticking that tip on the very end of the nail. That is literally as far down as you need to go. And then hold the wings down. So then cut to my client's desired length using my tip cutters, and then come in with my stalk scissors and just cut off those edges to create a nice coffin shape. And then use my 100 grit file just to refine that shape, making sure it's nice and sharp. As you can see, I'm holding my file completely flat against the side walls and the free edge. And then I just buff those wings just so you've got a nice smooth base to work on. Remove all the dust, and then I'm applying my thin clear base layer using CJP, the one monomer, crystal glass and my big boy brush. So on this nail, I am doing a thin glitter stripe to start off with. So I pick up a tiny bead of crystal glass and then dip into this gorgeous glitter, which is from Sonia Williams. This is Cosmopolitan Fine from the cocktail collection. Couldn't think then. So I'm just applying that down the centre of the nail, using my brush to refine those edges. And by picking up a small bead of crystal glass, it gives you plenty of time to work with your glitter, really get those nice refined edges. And then go over the top with the multi-cut glitter from the same collection. Then cap this line in crystal glass, and you can see I'm using the edge of my brush just to make sure I've built that wall all the way along that line. It needs to be fairly thick, especially in that centre where your stress point is, because you're going to be putting colour up to the side of that. On this nail I'm doing a thin wash of Magenta from CJP. Getting my brush right up into that cuticle area, tilting it as I'm doing this. And then I'm applying the fine and the multi-cut on top. Again, just picking up a tiny bead of crystal glass and then into my glitter. And cap this whole nail in crystal glass. As you can see, I picked up quite a large bead. Get it nice and flush in that cuticle area, and then walk the rest of it down the nail using the belly of my brush, making sure my apex is in the right place. I like to keep my apex in the back third of the nail. Just making sure that nail is nice and neat, so that I've not got a lot of finish filing to do. And this nail is my classic marble, so I'm using Magenta, Snow White and Birthday Suit. Keeping them beads really nice and wet and working really quickly, getting my brush to a nice sharp point and then swirling those colours together. And you can actually see me doing this marble. I've finally worked out a camera angle where I don't block it off. And I just work my way down to the cuticle area and then cap once I'm happy. Then use my 100 grit file just to refine the edges of that glitter line. So I've got something nice and sharp to put my colour up to. So then I'm applying Snow White. So this is sort of a double line. So I'm doing a nice thin white line first. Just putting that up to the pink, making sure again I've got that wall all the way along the white. This nail is an ombre, so I'm using Magenta at the cuticle. Get it faded back, at the tip, sorry, not the cuticle. Get it faded back towards the cuticle while it's still nice and wet. Neaten up in that free edge area. And really smoothing your product, making sure you're keeping it nice and flat. I once heard someone say, apply your acrylic like you absolutely hate filing. So the smoother and more refined your acrylic application is, the less filing you'll have to do. So I'm going to apply one bead of Birthday Suit just where that blend ends, and just blend the top of the bead and make sure that bead is also flush with your natural nail so you don't get any shadowing. Then apply my cuticle bead to make sure I tilt my client's finger down. Get my brush behind that bead, tilting my brush as well, and then blending the top of it into the first application. And I will cap once I'm happy. So the same with the glitter, just filing and refining those white edges. Ready to apply Birthday Suit up to that. This nail is the same as the little finger, so a thin wash of magenta with a glitter over the top. So then I just use my Sayang e-file and my Cuckoo special edition bit just to remove that excess product, just so it saves me time when I come to my hand filing, and it also reveals those nice crispy lines. And then come in with my hand file. This is my 100 grit. Usual filing technique, keeping it really nice and flat and straight on those side walls and sort of coming up and over, contouring those side walls just to keep that nice crisp shape. Refine my free edge and then come round my side wall, round the cuticle area and then round the other side wall. And then I come down the barrel of the nail, making sure my apex stays exactly where I want it, and checking the nail from all angles as I'm doing this. So then remove all the dust, wipe over with acetone, and then I'm applying my Premier Gel High Shine No Wipe Top Coat. Oh, I probably shouldn't be wiping down the edge of the nail, but I can't help it. It just gives you such a, I don't know, it just makes the finish more crisp. And once I'm happy with that, I'll cure in my Sun UV LED lamp for 60 seconds. And here's your finished look. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it.